Everyone, good evening. Hello, welcome to our Nation Call. Happy May. This is a terrific and exciting, thrilling time in Arbonne, and I know all of you have been seeing all the buzz and the momentum generated, so we are going to have quite a call of recognition tonight, and it is my pleasure to be able to start us off. We are a team that spans from East Coast to West Coast, and soon we'll be in other countries in Arbonne. It makes me so excited and giddy to think about all of the fun that's going to be happening in our world in just a few short months. So our top achievers for the month of April, our top sponsor from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Alyssa Cavallero with 22, personally sponsored. Way to go, sister. It's awesome. Top district manager from Monroeville, Pennsylvania, Jessi Wagner. Over 16,000 in her central district. That is fantastic. Way to go, Jessi. So excited for you. Our top area manager, Beth Petrillo, and Beth is in Morganton, Georgia, and she had nearly $30,000 in her central area. Way to go, sister. That's awesome. So good. Our top regional vice president with well over 90 sponsored in her central region. 99,813 volume is Kendyll Travers from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Way to go, girl. That's awesome. So fun, so exciting. I'm so thrilled for all of you. We have many DM bonus achievers, and this particular category speaks to the people who are linking arms and teaching and training people to do what they have done to get to district manager. So of course they're working their own personal business, but they are also mentoring people into the business and helping to show them the way. So the DM bonus achievers for our nation, Erin Beidel from Artois, California, Rhiannon Carlson from Orland, California, Alyssa Cavallero from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Lynn Carpenter from Reno, Nevada, Becky Cragen from Everett, Pennsylvania, Kimberly Graham, Sparks, Nevada, Becky Humphrey, Sparks, Nevada, Angela Jordan, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Melissa Ladner, Klamath Falls, Oregon, Katie Miller from Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania, and Melissa Montani from Mars, Pennsylvania, Beth Petrillo from Morganton, Georgia, Jenny Pierce, Joshua Tree, California, Lynn Pfeiffer, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, Connie Ruff, Medford, Oregon, Danielle Seuley from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Tiffany Spitznagel, North Huntington, Pennsylvania, Jessi Wagner, Monroeville, Pennsylvania, and Kendyll Travers from Pittsburgh, PA. Yay, congratulations, you guys. So exciting. What a terrific achievement. When you hit DM bonus, when you have 5,000 in your central district plus 5 sponsored, when they hit that $150 QV or more in their order. Our area manager bonus achievers have 20,000 in their central area and 10 sponsored within their team. Our area manager bonus achievers, Rhiannon Carlson, Lynn Carpenter, Alyssa Cavallero, Melissa Ladner, Beth Petrillo, Tiffany Spitznagel, and Kendyll Travers. Way to go, you girls. Awesome, rocking and rolling. And we have 3 RVP bonus achievers. This is over 60,000 or more in their central area, and I believe it's 20. Sponsored on their team. Someone correct me if I have that wrong, because you all know. But our 3 achievers for this month, Rhiannon Carlson, Alyssa Cavallero, and Kendyll Travers. Congratulations, you guys. So excited and cheering you guys on for this amazing, incredible month. These are high achievements, and we're so thrilled for you. We would be amiss not talking about our Atlantis, our ability to earn our Atlantis trip. This is the final month of qualification to earn a trip of joy given by Arvon. The trip will happen this fall, but we have several achievers already on the board that have earned the trip or in the process of getting very close to that level. And so our AIT achievers coming in at level 3, as April ends, still 1 more month to go, Lynn Carpenter and Kendyll Travers. That's so exciting. Level 4, Melissa Ladner. Way to go, sister. I know she will never miss another one. She and Casey absolutely love that trip, so I'm so excited for you guys. And level 5, Alyssa Cavallero. Way to go. That is so exciting. The level 5 achievers have $1,000 of spending cash as well. So that is the difference between level 4 and level 5 because it's dual occupancy for the trip. So excited and cheering everybody on as they work to finish those qualifications for a beautiful trip to Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. I get to lead off our recognition to acknowledge those who are in qualification for district manager with 2,500 QV or more, as well as our new district managers. And on my team here in Sparks, Nevada, I have one person in qualification for district manager, and that is Lori Harrison. She is a dear friend of mine. You guys had a chance to meet her at GTC, and she works currently, her JOB is as a nurse practitioner at our Reno VA, but she is so excited to be working her Arbonne business, so she and her husband Ken can travel more with their 3 darling doggies and eventually be able to retire and live life full out in Hawaii. So I love her. I'm so excited for her. Congratulations. And my new district manager here in Sparks, Nevada, Barb Stein. And Barb was also with us at GTC. Barb and I have a fun history because we worked together formerly at my office. We don't currently work together at her JOB, but she has a brilliant mind, and I'm so excited and honored that she is a new district manager with us. So congratulations. Next, what I will do is bring up Lynn Carpenter. She is going to read her recognition as well as for Rhiannon as well. Let me see if I can unmute Lynn. Lynn, if you hear me, I'm going to unmute you.
Okay, great. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Take it away, sister.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to read Rhiannon's recognition first. So in DEM qualification, we have Rachel Aja from Buckeye, Arizona, sponsored by Rhiannon. And we also have Samantha Argon from Turlock, California, sponsored by Rhiannon. And we also have Amanda Sammons from Orland, California, and she is sponsored by Lisa Volk. Now, new district managers in Rhiannon's region is Lisa Scalera, and she's from Wairika, California, sponsored by Melissa Ladner. Trisha Neeson from Orland, California, sponsored by Aaron Biddle. And then also very important recognition that we have halfway to region is Melissa Ladner from Klamath Falls, Oregon, and halfway to nation is Rhiannon Carlson. So absolutely amazing. You guys did an incredible job last month. I am super, super excited for you guys, and I'm super proud of you all. So now switching over to the recognition for the Lynn Carpenter region. I'm going to pull that up here.
So excited.
And we happen to have 2 new district managers. The first being Jessica Capdeville. She's from Reno, Nevada, and sponsored by myself. And we also have Melissa Hicks, who is from Sparks, Nevada, and sponsored by Miss Kimberly Graham. And I do have to give a shout out to Miss Kimberly Graham because she was so close to being halfway to region herself. So super proud of all of you girls. You guys had an amazing month. To my entire team, we had an incredible month. So thank you. And I'll turn it back over to you, Becky.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Lynn, and thank you for reading that special recognition for Rhiannon. She is actually holding her team meeting tonight to work around some of her sporting events for her son. So we appreciate Lynn being on at her sporting event for her darling little Carson as well. This is the beautiful thing about what makes this business work, is that we can do it in the nooks and crannies and always hide in our car if we have to, which I did many a time. You girls know that. It's my pleasure to bring on Kendyll now. Kendyll is going to read recognition of fun things that happened for her team in April. Kendyll?
Hi, guys. Okay, I am super excited to announce a few people in qualification for district manager. First, we have Mary Craig from Cowansville, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Lynn Pfeiffer. We have Sarah Masso from Johnstown, PA, sponsored by Becky Cragen. Awesome. Jenny Guler from Irwin, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Tiffany Spitznagel. Becky Jones from Burleson, Texas, sponsored by Tiffany Spitznagel. And Molly Schleicher from Coraopolis, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Mary Joy. And Molly came to our meeting tonight with her adorable husband, Luke, and her cute son, Jackson, and they just lit up the room. It was so fun. Okay. Congratulations, girls, for being in qualification. We're so proud of you. And then we also have a very special someone in qualification for area manager, and that is Miss Becky Cragen from Everett, Pennsylvania, sponsored by Melissa Schultz. So congratulations, Becky. I see you on there with the kiddos.
I love it. Those are girls.
So proud of you. You rocked it. She went way above what she needed to get into Qual, and she's going to just kill it this month. So congratulations to everybody.
Thank you so much, Kendyll. Congratulations, everyone. What a fun, fun time. I know you guys are having a ball out there. And it's my pleasure now to bring on the line Alyssa. Alyssa's going to take over and show us some rocking recognition from the Cavalier region. Hello, girlfriend.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can.
All right. So in qualification for district manager, we have Jenna Schimmel from Latrobe, PA, sponsored by Christina Radzovic. We have Megan Eckenrode from Johnstown, PA, sponsored by Lauren Jernstrom. Megan Stockman from Murraysville, PA, sponsored by Amy Jacobs. Valerie Bajarski from Murraysville, PA, sponsored by Jessi Wagner. Erica Drakowski from Pittsburgh, PA, sponsored by Ashley Cozier. Sarah Earhart from Pittsburgh, PA, sponsored by Justine Alloway. Emily Greco from Sarver, PA, sponsored by myself. And Kristen Sanutelli from Pittsburgh, PA, sponsored by myself. We have a brand new district manager on our team, and that is Christina Radzovic from Pittsburgh, PA, sponsored by Jessica Wagner. And we have a very exciting piece of recognition tonight. We have a brand new area manager on our team, and that is Miss Jessi Wagner. Just want to say a little bit about Jessi real quick. She is a total rock star. You guys are going to hear from her tonight. She gave birth 7 weeks ago, so we have no excuse to not be working our business because she didn't even know when she was having her baby and was still working her business anyway. She was late. I don't even remember. But she just could not wait to get Hannah out so she could continue working her business and finish area. Her team absolutely adores her, as do I. I look up to her so much as a leader, and they almost were halfway to region. So she blew her goal out of the water by over $5,000 and totally killed it. So I know that this year we're going to have a brand new Mercedes on the road here in Pittsburgh.
So exciting. Congratulations, Jess, and everybody. Awesome. Thank you so much, Alyssa. You look lovely, even though it's almost 10 o'clock your time. I don't know how you girls do that. You guys all look amazing. Amazing. Oh, yeah, it's Arbonne. That's right. That's right. It's Arbonne. And it's really my pleasure to acknowledge one of the beautiful girls on the line with us who is in qualification for the top level of management in Arbonne, and that is the amazing Kendyll Travers. I am so excited and honored. I love it. Her team is like doing the happy dance, as well they should. So the fun thing, what Kendyll reminded me about, as we were getting ready to hop on tonight, is that May, this month, is her anniversary month in Arbonne. So 9 years ago, our darling little 25-year-old Kendyll Travers said yes to Arbonne, and I'm not doing this story total justice, but I remember Jenny saying that she took her caboodle away with all of her MAC eyeshadows and eye products and only put Arbonne physically at Jenny's house so that Kendyll was forced to use it over the time when she was staying with Justin and Jenny and the boys that summer or that spring as she was starting out. So fast forward, voila, here we are in qualification for National Vice President, Kendyll Travers. I am so excited for you. I love you. I adore you, honey. I wish I could claim you as my sister. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be absolutely amazing. But I'll let Jenny have the honors in that. And I know that Jenny's going to be so excited to hop on when you're official a nation. We're so excited for you. I saw a little something that I came across. This was actually a gift from one of my local team members, but I thought, you know, this is so fitting and so Kendyll, because she has never, I don't know if you guys can see this. Clearly I am not a whiz in the AV department, but from day one, Kendyll has always had faith in what was possible. Yes, of course, she had her valleys and her peaks in this business. We all do, but never once did she ever stop and think, I can't do this, or I can't make it to the top. And you're going to hear from Kendyll as we close out the call tonight. But this little saying says, faith. When you come to the edge of all the light you have known and are about to step out into the darkness, faith is knowing one of two things will happen. There will be something to stand on, or you will be taught how to fly. And I look at Kendyll's journey up to this point, and it's certainly not over yet. She has a lot of people in the world to help, and I think that that is a great summary of her start in Arbonne and her journey up to this point. So I'm so proud of you, sis. I love you. I cannot wait to be with all of you guys this summer when we're celebrating. It's going to be marvelous. I'm so excited. And this was made in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. How appropriate is that? I thought that that was fun too. So we're going to hear more in just a short while from our two guest trainers tonight, Jessi Wagner and Kendyll Travers. I'm going to shift gears a little bit. I always want to lift our families in need of prayer up in prayer. And always, if you have family, clients, people on your heart that you know need special prayer and attention, don't ever hesitate to let me know so that I can add them to our prayer list. But if you could continue your prayers for Dan Carpenter Sr. and family, also Sarah Gernert and family recovering from the tornado in Pensacola, our dear beloved brother Justin Pierce, Kendyll's brother and Jenny's husband, Mike West in Reno and his beloved family, and our sideline sisters in Portland, Shayna Grossclose and Sarah Wilson in Arkansas, with their continued journey through health as they are cancer survivors. A few announcements before we turn the call over to our trainers. I know that many of you already are fans of the Up Close periodical that you can find on the Source now. That is really my go-to. How many of you feel, I'm going to borrow a Rhiannon Carlson term here. She just said to me the other day, she's like, Becky, I tried searching The Matrix, if you guys remember that movie. I tried searching The Matrix and I couldn't find what I was looking for. So that very much for many of us is how the Source feels. But the Up Close link, when you first go on to the Source page, if you click on Up Close, it really has everything that you need, the nitty-gritty, the most important things at your fingertips. Things such as our new price list, effective yesterday, May 2nd, our Meet the Product sheets for all new products launched at GTC, our new close sheet with ASVPs. Arbonne formulated that. It's beautiful if we're needing something for this month of May, because it's going to change a little bit again in June. Our New Zealand Road Show, they give the dates June 7th, 8th, and 9th. And I love that they have on there the slides from the Mayo Clinic clinical research study that was done at Mayo. And it gives us all of our slides, what we can, what we can't share. For just a little nugget about that, for the 16-week study that was done at Mayo using Arbonne products, specifically the Full Control, the Thermo Booster, and the Arbonne Protein Shake, it showed a % body fat decrease, a lean body mass increase, a waist to hip ratio showed improvement at the end of the study, basal metabolic rate increase, improved physical and emotional health, and improved energy and social functions. And you can find those little nuggets, like I said, on this up close area. In addition to that, I'm going to direct you all to another aspect of the source, and that is our source community. So when you pull up the source and you click on your name in the upper right hand section, you can follow any community that's being outlaid in Arbonne. And the two that I want you to specifically look at are Leaders Growing New Zealand and Leaders Growing Taiwan. And so you can add those to your own communities on the source, and then it will give you updates, and you can check that periodically. But I love some of the documents that they already have up. Particularly, they're titled Business Development. And one of the ones I'm going to highlight, I pulled up the Taiwan in particular, because there's some very things that we have to be careful about as we're talking to our prospects here in the US or in any of our existing countries, but especially we have to be careful with those who are living in Taiwan and have Taiwan citizenship. So I'm just going to highlight 3 don'ts in terms of the information. And again, you can pull this up. Taiwan pre-country launch do's and don'ts. But the kicker is, until Arbonne receives our multi-level marketing license for Taiwan, you cannot do the following. You cannot use flyers, videos, mass mailings, mass solicitation, or advertising to make cold calls of any kind within Taiwan or target people living in Taiwan to promote that we are entering the market. And this includes internet, radio, newspaper advertising that overtly targets Taiwanese residents. The second thing, you should not ship or facilitate in any manner the shipment of Arbonne products or product samples to Taiwan until our products are officially available for sale in that country. That's a big one, because that's, I mean, obviously, when we hand over a sponsoring pack, it typically has the information on the business and also a sample, but that is a no-no until we're officially open. And then the third thing, this pertains to people who are in our existing countries that have connections to Taiwan. Same rules apply to them. Even if they're not yet consultants with Arbonne, they can't get like a verbal or a written commitment from their friends and contacts living in Taiwan saying, yes, I'm going to be a part of your team. That cannot be done. They cannot have a Taiwanese resident sign a consultant application and agreement form. None of that can be done. So things to be aware of, and to, number 1, protect yourself, and number 2, protect Arbonne's positioning as we're going into these new countries. It's such an exciting time, and we for sure don't want to do anything to screw it up, do we? So I'm so excited for you guys, and you can definitely watch all the fun unfold in New Zealand when we open up June. Also, coming in June, we're going to have free shipping and flat shipping options, which I'm so excited about. That is speaking a language to our entire client base that they just totally get. We're in the realm where so many businesses and retail facilities are offering free shipping. And so Arbonne wants to be competitive in that and not make it so that we're always gifting that out of our own pockets. We'll have auto ship options, maybe not in June, but I know that they're coming. And just a heads up, our preferred client membership, our $20 membership, it traditionally, and even for this month of May, this is one thing that you can lead with when you're doing your events. At the 250 QV level, the preferred client membership right now of $20 is waived when people sign up as a new preferred client. But as of June 1, that will will be changed. So there will not be any waiving of the preferred client membership as of June 1. That will still continue to be in place. On the flip side, Arbonne is going to be able to offer a really attractive shipping option, including free shipping. So that's what we're getting. And all of you that pre-ordered your Genius Ultra will also be getting that in June. So I'm so excited for you guys to have your hands on it. It's a beautiful instrument. I know that many of you have seen the before and afters, and definitely, you know, help us to continue those lines of communication of how you're pre-selling and incentivizing that. I love Deanna's analogy that she shared. This is really just like an iPhone release, you know, that there's so much energy and buzz about it, and that's how we have to treat it. Like, you are going to want this, and you have to order it now so that you can be among the first to be able to have the technology. We want to appeal to those early adopters, for those of you who are Simon Sinek fans. And so the early adopters, they're going to want it no matter what, and so they need to order it now. Any orders that are happening now, of course, will not ship until September, and Michael will be very transparent in terms of if that timeline changes at all. So more to come on that, but we're so excited to get these in our clients' hands and in your hands so that you can experience all of the joy that everyone has been posting, or many people have been posting their before and afters, including our beloved Deanna Heron. And my final announcement, I just want to give a special shout out and kudos to all of you who've been working so hard to earn the Atlantis trip. This is a monument and a milestone, and there's so much amazingness that comes from these types of events that Arbonne puts on. And not to fear, if you are not at the point in your business yet where you are going to be lapping in the luxury at the Atlantis Bahamas trip, just know that that's going to be right around the corner again. December 1 is when Arbonne officially launches the trip where we're going next year, and they give us great incentives and bonus volume. So definitely cheering you guys on to a huge finish in this month of May. So everyone will be qualified by May 31st. Okay, it is my pleasure now to bring on the line one of our two special trainers tonight. And I love this girl so much, even though I have not had an opportunity to spend very much time with her yet. But hopefully that's going to be changing very, very soon when we come out and do a card presentation this year. Right, Jessi? That's right, sister. That's right. So this Wonder Woman, you already heard Alyssa gush on her amazingly, and it's all well-deserved praise that she was given. She blows my hair back. I mean, I recall how sleep-deprived I was when I had my first child. And she is making this look so darn easy. I'm like, oh my gosh, sister, you just had a baby in March, and here you're a new area manager in April. That's pretty awesome stuff. So without further ado, I am going to bring Jessi on the line, and I know she has some amazing nuggets that are going to inspire all of us to become the most that we can be in this business. So Jessi, can you hear me?
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can, sister. I'm going to try and bring you on the screen, but go ahead and start talking, love.
Okay. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me and my journey to area. And like everybody said, I just had my baby 7 weeks ago, and I'm still super hormonal. So if I start crying, just bear with me, because it's going to happen. So first of all, I'm Jessi. Hi. I am married to my husband, Patrick. We just had Hannah Lee 7 weeks ago, 7 weeks and like 3 days. She almost rolled over today. It's crazy. I'm also a teacher. I teach at an approved private school, partial hospitalization program, and I'm also in grad school to be a professional counselor. I started Arbonne in January of last year. A girl I knew, Amanda, had asked me to have an Arbonne party at my house. And all I knew about Arbonne was the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. I saw a couple people do it on Facebook or whatever. I didn't really know anything about it. I just figured it was the same fad diet as everything else that you see. I have literally tried every single thing you could ever imagine, from counting my calories when I was 8 years old to drinking Slim Fast when I was 12. So when I tell you that I've literally tried everything, I have tried everything. And after my wedding, I had told myself that I was going to stop putting all of these pills and things like that in my body. I knew how bad it was for you, but of course I was more concerned about being skinny in my wedding dress at the time. But afterwards, I like totally blew up, because that's what happens when you put all those things in your body. It throws off your metabolism. We all know about yo-yo dieting and why it's important to cleanse, and I never did that. But so I told, like, in my head, I was like, I don't want your diet crap. I don't want you to come to my house and tell me about it. But I was going to be a nice friend and let her come over. And that's when Amanda taught me all about our Pure, Safe, and Beneficial promise. And I realized that these products were exactly what I needed to help me maintain my weight and manage my weight, but it would still be good for my body. And I liked the skincare. I was using another direct sales company of skincare at the time. So I figured I'm already spending a lot of money on my skincare. I might as well get this discount for both. And I told her, like, I'm a teacher, I'm a counselor, I'm not selling this, don't expect anything of me. And then 2 months later, I promoted to district, and here we are 15 months later, I promoted to area. So everybody always talks about, like, their shift in the business and when they decided to take it seriously and knew, like, they were going to go all in. I don't even remember when that happened for me. I started in January last year. In January, one of my friends was like, oh, I saw somebody post about detox tea. I want to try it. So my QV in January was like 15. And then I was like really enjoying just telling people about Arbonne and not even trying to sell it. I was just like, I really love this stuff. I like the skincare. This is perfect. And so I started booking parties. I was like, I want to share this with people. This will be pretty fun. And then at some point in February, I got this like black bag, and I texted my sponsor, and I was like, I think Arbonne sent me this on accident. She was like, no, you earned that, but I don't know how you earn it. So neither of us really knew. I just like kept going. I was like, okay, this is fun. I'm getting free stuff. And so I guess if I had to say, it would be the March meeting that year that probably really inspired me to go all in the business. Like I said, I don't even remember. I remember signing up and saying I wasn't going to do it. And then all of a sudden I was at GTC and like obsessed with Arbonne everything. I joked at GTC and I said that first day there, I don't know if you guys remember, don't tell Pat, I hope he's not listening. I said that the 3 best days of my life were 1, whenever we got married, 2, my first day at GTC, and then 3, when he proposed to me. So that was back then before Hannah too. But so I think like being at that meeting just made me realize that this company is really aligned with all of my core values. And I love that I could make money and do something that I actually enjoyed that didn't involve coworkers and supervisors and administrators and state employees and all of those things that I deal with now in my full-time job, that I don't always feel like those people care about me or the population that I serve or necessarily have all those same values that are so important to me. So knowing that there is an opportunity that is aligned with all my standards and has all these things I could ever want in my life, I just didn't know existed, and then I found it. So I was personally working really hard in those first couple months. I did sign up 3 consultants during the first 3 months, like a strong start. 2 of them had their launch parties, and then that was literally it, and the third one never even had her launch party. But I was still really optimistic about it because all 3 of those girls were like not good friends of mine, not people I didn't join Arbonne and think, oh, these people will be on my team. It was totally random. One girl I never met until one of my parties. So I was like, okay, I just need to keep going. If I continue, I'm going to keep finding more people. So then I went to GTC. Like I said, it was the best time of my life. So amazing. And I was so motivated to come home and share all these products with everybody and the opportunity. So I very easily continued my 2,500 maintenance QV for a couple of months on my own. Didn't get any more consultants at that point for a while. And so then I got pregnant, which I also contribute to Arbonne. Side note, I was trying to get pregnant for like 8 months, and then someone told me about the Pro Leaf cream when I was at GTC, and so I ordered it the second I found out at GTC, started using it when I got home, and I was pregnant a month later. So thank you, Arbonne, for that. But so I started using my first trimester of my pregnancy as my excuse for why my business had started to slack. I was obviously so tired, and it's not really easy to be motivated to do anything when you're so sick like that. But it really all was just that. It was just an excuse. I thought I knew everything I needed to know about Arbonne. So like I knew how to do parties. I knew how to do the open and the close, and I knew everything I needed to know. And I just thought, like, you know, no one wants to have parties for me. What else can I do? There's nothing else to learn, you know. I went to a party with Alyssa, and so I'm like trying to do my business. I asked Alyssa if I could come see what she does, and I'm like, she doesn't do anything different than me. It's just not working. Nobody wants to have parties. So, and then my sponsor and I both kind of had fallen off in our business, and we're super negative, and we were both just complaining to each other all the time about it. And I would say things to her like, you know, we both believe in this business. We know it works. We know that if we just keep pushing, like, we can do this. But then, like, deep down inside, I kind of just, like, didn't really believe myself in the things that I was saying. So I remember July came around, and that's when Kay said that she would give us the lip treatment early, or we could buy it early or something. I don't even remember, if we got 1,000 personal QVs. So I was like, okay, I have to get 1,000 QV because Kay said so. And that's like all I got. And I'm thinking about it, like, why is 1,000 so hard when I was getting 2,500 so easily? And it was all just completely my attitude. So I got my lip treatment, and then in August I had 150 PCs and consultants, and my volume wasn't even 600. But then in September, Alyssa had contacted me about starting coaching calls with her, and that was exactly the confidence that I needed. I was really struggling, and I knew that I wanted my Arbonne business to be successful. I believed in Arbonne 100%, and I believed in the opportunity. I just didn't really know why it wasn't working for me. So knowing that Alyssa believed in me enough to invest her time in me meant so much to me, and I was super motivated to do all of the homework she would give me and achieve the goals that she set for me and I set for myself, and all her little challenges and incentives and stuff she did. And so then all of a sudden, when she told me to book 6 parties in October, booking 6 parties was easy because I was motivated and I actually tried. So September, I had about 2,000 QV and 350 plus PCs. And then in October, I hit my district manager bonus, which you all know is 5,000. And that was crazy to me to be at 5,000. I was like, where did those numbers even come from? And it just, like, kept really quickly adding up. Alyssa had me make a list of 10 people that I wanted on my team, and I got 2 of them that month. I made my Discover Arbonne call, and I sent it to them, and I followed up, and I was absolutely super scared to do that. I don't know why. Talking to people on the phone that you know is so scary, but for some reason it is. But now it's my Discover Arbonne call is, like, so easy. I'm actually going to make a video now, and, like, now doing that isn't scary at all. I actually pitched my business to somebody in Francesca's the other day, the store in the mall, and I had no makeup on. I started digging around and realized that my business cards were in my other diaper bag. And then after I introduced myself to her, I realized I knew her from high school and was super embarrassed. But that's how much more confident I am now that I could do things like that and not care. So ever since October, I've never not hit my district manager bonus. And I think 8 out of those 10 people, I don't really remember what original list we had, but I think probably 8 out of those 10 people are on my team. So once I started sponsoring more people, I was becoming more and more confident. In October, my team sponsored 8 150 plus PCs and consultants. November, we had 5. In December, 8. And in January, 11. And we just kept growing and growing from there. So I preach this to my team all the time, that my experience with Arbonne is so obvious that it's all about your attitude. When I finally started being truly and genuinely positive about my business and genuinely more excited about helping everyone else too, that's when my business really started growing. My district and I sponsored 5 new consultants in February for a total of 24 150 plus PCs and consultants. And that's when I qualified for area, when I brought on 5 new consultants. And so then I also changed what I was telling people about reaching my goals. Originally, my goal was to be an area manager before Hannah was born. So I would tell people my goal is to be an area before Hannah's born. She was due March 5th. So at all my parties, instead of saying my goal is to be an area by this point, I started saying I will be. So in my opportunity presentation, I would say I will be an area manager by the time Hannah's born. And I believed that that's what I was going to do. And whether or not it happened, didn't really matter. That's what I believed. And guess what? It didn't happen. And that's okay. So then my new plan was I was going to be an area manager in March. So then I kept telling everybody, by the time March is over, I'll be an area manager. And that didn't happen either. And so the new plan was April, and then I finally did. So again, I kept telling everybody I'm going to be an area manager in April, and then finally that happened for me. My goal this month for April was to finish area manager. I needed about 11,000 something QV, and we finished with over 16,000, and we had 28 PCs and consultants sponsored at the 150 mark. So crazy between, I had 5 in October and now 28. So you can see how much sponsoring those people really, really makes a huge difference. And now it's really crazy how those numbers seem like nothing. And even back then, probably thinking about Kendyll's numbers, when we were talking about that this past week or whatever, that doesn't even seem unreal to me. Whereas before I'd be 5,000, who could even get that? And now we're talking about 160, and I'm like, that's nothing. We got it. So like I said, it's just really once you see the bigger picture and how much sponsoring those people and helping those people, and I think that's what it's all about, is you're focusing on helping those people and helping the people under you, that the numbers don't really mean anything and the numbers just come. So I also learned really quickly that it's all about, like I said, helping more people. So in November and December, I had a couple girls really working their business. And so I was like, okay, if I do my 2,500, these 3 girls do their 2,500, that's 10,000. I'm area right there, piece of cake, 4 girls. But I realized that it's a lot more important to have a lot of people doing a little bit or what they can and what is good for them at the time, as opposed to trying to get all of your volume from just a couple people doing their maintenance. So it's also just so much more fun now to watch all the girls working their business on my team. Everybody's, like I said, doing it at their own rate, following their own journey and whatever it is that works for them, but it's all contributing to my team's success. After I hit my goal in April, it was so fun because for a couple days I was just looking for Kendyll's goals, looking for the girls on my team qualifying and finishing districts and things like that. And that was so much more fun for me than even to finish my own area. So now my goal this month is 20,000 QV, halfway to region. And I will be in qualification for region in September, and I will finish in October, and I will be driving my Mercedes GLE around in November. And so that's it. Thanks for listening.
Jessi, that's so incredible. And I can see why everybody in your team, your local team, absolutely loves you and why they feel like you are the inspirational guru. I can see why they love to hear you train, and you're just so good about lifting up and giving credit to everybody else. And that is definitely what servanthood and what servant leadership is all about. And no wonder you were attracted to this business in the first place, because that is your genuine self. I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to be cheering you on and helping to celebrate your success with your whole entire team. It's just awesome. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, and a late night and sleep deprivation and all of that fun, right? Yeah. You did.
I'm still here and put Hannah to bed.
Thank you so much, Jessi. I love it. That's a training that we'll want to go back to over and over and over again for sure. And to help with our close of our Nation Call tonight, I am asking Kendyll Travers to come back on the line with us. As we mentioned earlier in the call, Kendyll is in qualification for National Vice President, and I know that she has many, many words of wisdom for us all, no matter what point we're at in our business. And so it's really an honor to be able to have Kendyll as a part of our leadership team, so that we've learned so much from her and will continue to do so throughout this incredible journey. So Kendyll, come on up, sister.
Thank you so much, Becky. You'll have to excuse my cold voice. I apologize. Jessi, that was incredible. I love hearing your talk. Oh my God, the best part about this business is the people that you get to meet. And I just am in love with all of you, my sideline sisters and upline sisters and downline sisters. And you guys all are just so incredible. And man, my life would not be even like close to having friends like this that I have in Arbonne. So Jessi, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Okay. Thank you, Becky, for asking me to chat a little bit. And I really just, I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking a lot about what's been happening. I'm so excited that we're in qualification for Nation and, would not be here without all of you, upline, sideline, downlines. That's like the love I'm talking about. I would not be here without that. But I was really thinking, Mike and I had a lot of talks this weekend about just this milestone and what that means. And, I started this business not knowing anything at all, at all. I was 25 years old. I was selfish. I was touring with a rock band. I was not, in any position to have a global business under my belt, and I just really, as I'm thinking back about all this, the one thing that I did right from the very beginning was, number one, I just totally believed it was possible. I don't even know why I believed it was possible. I don't know. Maybe it was because I was young and naive and didn't have any kind of restrictions in that department. But I was talking at our meeting yesterday in Monroeville, and there were so many people there. And I said to them, I saw all of you here before you were ever here. I saw all of these people here when I was in my living room by myself and nobody showed up to my meetings or my parties or anything. So I really just want to breathe life into you guys and encourage you guys tonight that whether you're just starting Arbonne or whether you've been Arbonne for 9 years like I have, you can be anywhere you want to be in this business. You just can't quit. Just keep going. Jessi gave a really good example of that. When she was just asking people, guess what? They're saying yes. All the times I find that I don't have parties booked or I don't have people joining me or I don't have activity, it's because I haven't asked. It's because I get complacent or it's because I get too busy or whatever my excuse is at that time. And we're all going to have different excuses at different times, and nobody's perfect in this business. It's all about progress. But that's the most beautiful thing. You can succeed in this business just by sticking with it and doing it. I've had a ton of no-show parties. There are ups and downs in this business. This is not going to be easy. I've had parties where like I said, I had people invited over to my house and nobody showed up. A lot. I would go to places and there'd be one other person there, or I would only sell one thing, or I would sell no things. There's plenty of times where this happened in my business. So if that's happening to you, that's okay. You just have to keep going. My other suggestion is just to not change the system. Don't think that what you're doing must not be working if you're not really working the system. You have to follow the system that's put in place by your upline, our leaders. We come from Arbonne royalty. I'm sure you guys know that. Starting with, Nita, Martha, Cecilia, Becky, everybody. We come from Arbonne royalty. We're all following the same system. So you need to just follow a system. You need to keep going. And you need to never give up. It's not magic. It's just math. Alyssa was the top sponsor this month with 22 freaking people, which is amazing because she asked that many people. Do you know what I'm saying? So how many times have you been? Because I've been there. I've been there where I've had a really crappy month, or I've been really, down on myself, or let's say my business is just not where I want it to be. And if I look at what's happening, it's because I haven't been talking to people. So I just really want you guys to know that you have it in you to do this. Work on your belief every day. Work on your personal growth every single day, because you're going to have life happen. You're going to have bad things happen. You're going to have days where you don't feel like picking up the phone and doing Arbonne. But guess what you have to do in that time? You need to remember why you started in the first place. I remember an exercise that I was told to do when I first started my business was to list 8 reasons why you are doing this business. So I took out a note card, and it was really early on at the time, and Mike was still working 80 hours a week, and we had no furniture. We were living in my mom's house, and it was kind of a disaster. And I remember writing down these 8 reasons, and I had them posted above my computer, and somebody said, now, if you only have 4 parties booked, which 4 of those reasons are not important enough to you to do your business? And I was like, oh, like that hit me, because what was I going to cross off that list? My future husband, not having to work 80 hours a week, my kids not being able to afford college, us not being able to go on vacations, not being able to pay off my student loans, not being able to help other people achieve their goals. What was I willing to give up? And so when you're thinking, this is too hard, I've heard too many no's, my family's unsupportive, I'm hearing a lot of naysayers, my job's too hard, I get it. It's all going to happen. And if you're in a place in your business where you're looking at an empty calendar and no business builders and 0 volume, it's okay. We're here to love you exactly where you are. And if you feel like you're ready to jump in and do this, then we are all here with you. That is my favorite part about GTC and these things we get to do, and even these nation calls. I love to see everybody's faces. It cracks me up. It's just so fun, because this is a relationship building business. And I just really want to encourage you guys. You can't get to national vice president by yourself. I remember when Becky was going nation, and just the excitement that created, because we all wanted to see her succeed. And she has given herself so selflessly to us for so many years. And my freaking sister-in-law, Jennifer, has given herself to all of us so much. I mean, you guys, this business is just one of a kind, and it's worth every no. It's worth every cancellation. It's worth every return product. It's worth every complaint. I've had the most ridiculous complaints at times. Not a lot, because our products are the best. But those people that like to pretend like they have a reaction when they really don't, just because they feel bad they spent so much money. So I just want to encourage you to keep doing it. Spend every day on personal growth. Just keep going. I always think of Dory from Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Like, seriously, guys, just keep going. It doesn't matter if you fall on your face and crash and burn, because we're all still here with you. So when you need to pick me up, this is where you go. You come to your sisters who love you and your sideline people that love you, and that's what we're here for. And so I just can't thank you guys all enough. All of you, for your encouragement, the kindest words that you guys have said over the past couple of days. If I didn't get back to anybody, I'm sorry. We're going nation, and it's not because I know more than any of you. It's just because I've asked more than some of you. That's it. It's just math. So you all can do it. We can all be at the top together, and we know that. And I just appreciate and love you all so much. So just treat it like a business right now, here on out, and just go for it. I love you all so much. Thank you, Becky, for asking me to be on this, and thank you to everybody for all of your love and support. This is going to be our best month ever as the Becky Humphreys Nation. I can feel it. I love you all. See you later.